You should always remember that on Merseyside there are three big clubs. Everton and Liverpool have had their moments down the years, but following Tranmere is a magical mystery tour.
Hi, I'm Richard. We're going to be watching Tranmere versus Doncaster later on. I'm a Tranmere fan, but right now it's the turn of the fans team, FC Rearguard. We're going to take on our Doncaster counterpart. Time to go and get changed, come on.
Confidence is a preference for the habitual voyeur of what is known as. A morning suit can be avoided if you take a route straight through what is known as. John's got Brewers Group.
These won't, I don't know anything about these, but they won 4-1, I think they said, against Carlisle, who have never played either. So they could be class, they could be poor. Well, it's not being funny, but let's feel the wind and have a look at the size of the keeper before we get some shots to him.
I get up when I want, except on Wednesdays when I get rudely awakened by the dustman. I put my trousers on, have a cup of tea, and I think about leaving the house. I feed the pigeons, I sometimes feed the sparrows too. It gives me a sense of enormous well-being. And then I'm happy for the rest of the day. Safe in the knowledge there will always be a bit of my heart devoted to it.
Get red! You're joking now! It was our best night out in Liverpool! Get it! Yes! Come on, Richie, lad! Colin! Don't play the back! Skill school, you lost.
Cracking start to the day, that's one win for Tranmere already. Let's hope there's another one this afternoon. We're off the chippy after we got changed. Going for a shower, see you in a bit. Curry and chips, please. Open, please. Cheers. I've been supporting Tranmere since about 1988-89 season when we got promoted from the 4th Division. Football League's where the fun's at, isn't it? I mean, you don't want to follow... Well, personally, Premier League doesn't really appeal. If you're going to ask me my highlights, you're probably looking at the 3-0 win at Goodson Park over Everton. That'll stick in everyone's mind, really. And again, Worthing's Cup final, last ever League Cup final at the old Wembley was fantastic. We've had your cup wins against Southampton, and so many good memories. Massive game for us today, I think. You know, Doncaster, they're one of the main teams chasing the automatic promotion spots. A lot of good players, but a few Tranmere old boys going to add the spice into it, and we're on great run ourselves. So 3 points, and it'll be a long way to showing that we can go for automatic promotion. So time to get off up to the ground, come on.
It's Tranmere unbeaten in 8 against a Doncaster side looking for their 5th win in 6 on the road. Here's Coppinger, strong in the tackle, might try his luck! Brilliant strike from Coppinger, just 2 minutes gone. Moore's knocked down, here's Mullin arriving, just wide.
Well, I think we could have defended a bit better there. I think that's our biggest downfall in the first half, especially with the unbeaten runs being built off. Good defending. Get it down a bit more second half, maybe use Zola if we need a bit of height up there, and we'll get a couple of goals second half, we'll be alright.
Decent ball in, Moore's header! It's Doncaster that take 3 vital points.
Disappointing result in the end, I think. Didn't deserve to lose it, definitely, but didn't quite have enough going forward. Still aiming for top 2 or more realistic playoffs?
This has hurt us a little bit with the top 2, but you know, we were 8 unbeaten, and I don't see any reason why we can't go 8 unbeaten again. So we'll take each game as it comes, like every manager always says. It's now to hold them. I'm looking forward to a really good reception from them when we go there.
Yeah, sure, Ian will get one as well.
I know Ian will get more than I guess, so it might be fun, that.
Excellent. Cheers, Ronnie.
Cheers, Rich. Thank you.
Cheers. A little bit of a disappointment at the end to the day then. The result wasn't the best, but start again next week at Oldham, as Ronnie says. All to play for. Should be a great game. Right now I'm off teaming mates in the pub. I'll see you later.
Yeah, good job, well done. Don't forget you can get the latest news from your club as well as breaking news, expert columnists and videos from your favourite Sky Sports shows at skysports.com. And if you follow the link to My Big League Weekend, you could be our fan of the week. Ever had chips and curry sauce on the way home from a game, Matt?
Had them beforehand a few times as well. A few years back on the way, but yeah, certainly afterwards, particularly at Grimsby, springs to mind.
Tight game, that, Tranmere, Doncaster.
Yeah, exactly.
Top of the table.
Yeah, top of the table clash, and you know, it's a massive win for Doncaster. They've put themselves up there in second spot now, and you know, Tranmere obviously is still in there with a good shout, but with Swansea being so far clear, the others, you know, gathering up behind them, it's very tight.
James Coppinger getting the goal for Doncaster. Tranmere had gone 8 games unbeaten, Steve.
They'd been on an excellent run of form, they really had, and particularly at home they've been very strong. So, you know, I think the win for Doncaster and Sean O'Driscoll's side's massive, and they've conceded 1 goal in 9 hours of football now, which is terrific going defensively. And, you know, they're really, going forward, they've got Jason Price, James Hayter, so they've got lots of goals going forward.
Good stuff, OK.
Tranmere boss Ronnie Moore returned to his former club Oldham, and his team put in their worst performance of the season, according to Moore. Their task was made harder when Ian Goodison conceded a penalty for a rash challenge on Luis Alessandra. Referee Andy Penn pointed straight to the spot after a lunge that was doubly costly because Goodison injured himself in the process and had to be stretchered off. He was replaced by Mike Jones. And despite the delay, the Lassic skipper Neil Eardley remained focused and struck his 2nd goal from his last 3 matches. Victory means that Oldham are now just 2 points behind Tranmere, who probably won't want to see the 2nd goal again. Danny Coyne's clearance ricocheted off Robbie Stockdale, and Chris Taylor was the beneficiary. He was able to end a 7-game drought, despite Coyne's desperate attempt to clear on the stroke of half-time. The visitors' consolation came when Shane Sheriff's cross-field pass found substitute Mike Jones, and the 20-year-old was able to score his 1st goal for the Prenton Park club. But Oldham were able to rubber stamp the victory when Luis Alessandra got the better of Sheriff, and then Leon Constantine teed up Alessandra for his 1st ever senior goal. He gives John Sheridan's youngsters a morale-boosting 3 points.
After defeating their last home match against Millwall, Swansea dropped 2 more points at the Liberty Stadium despite holding the lead for more than half the match. Alan Tate's superb volley put the Swansea in front just before the break. Tate's 1st goal in almost a year. Ronnie Moore's side are still eyeing the playoffs and grabbed what he felt was a deserved point in the final minute. Chris Greenacre squeezing the ball past keeper Doris de Vries.
An inferior goal difference means that Tranmere are loitering just outside the playoffs despite this victory over Hartlepool, whose manager Danny Wilson was very unhappy with the performance of referee Dean Whitestone. Whitestone sent off Jamie McCunney for his clumsy challenge on Ian Moore. And Chris Greenacre eventually got the better of visiting keeper Aaron Lee Barrett to put Tranmere ahead. This really wasn't the best of afternoons for Hartlepool. They conceded a 2nd goal when Chris Shuker's cross was sliced into his own net by Michael Nelson, with keeper Lee Barrett left rooted to the spot. But Hartlepool did get back into the match with 19 minutes remaining, when Willie Bolland's cross was guided into the net by Richie Humphreys, whose late run into the area wasn't checked by Ian Moore. But it turned out to be little consolation to Danny Wilson's team. They were awarded a penalty for Anthony Kay's challenge on Joel Porter, but this time referee Whitestone decreed that it wasn't worthy of a red card. And then to compound matters, substitute Tom Craddock didn't have his scoring boots on. In injury time, Tranmere, who entertained Port Vale on Thursday, made it 3-1 thanks to Shane Sheriff, who converted Paul McLaren's free kick to the delight of the Prenton Park faithful.